Good morning. I'm Sarah Reiling, one of the worship associates, and part of the team that works to bring the worship services to you each week. We're glad that you're with us today. Whether you are a member or a new visitor, we welcome you. Whether you're here in the sanctuary with us or are watching online, may you find connection with us and nourishment for your mind and spirit. Here at Community UU, we welcome all of who you are and all you dream of becoming. There's a book located in the back that if you'd like to share what's on your heart today with us, we'll read it later on in the service. In this way, your joys, your concerns, and your sorrows will become part of this service and part of the awareness of the congregation. Once again, welcome. We light our chalice today to invite spring to our spring celebration. The chalice lighting is called Alive in All Creation by Shari Woodbury, and Milka Kamau will light the chalice.
Uh-oh.
The light just went out. All right. Yay!
Alive in all creation, spark of the spirit, capped in earth's embrace, light of love, alive in all creation. As we kindle this flame, we kindle our connection to the sacred web of life by Shari Woodbury.
Thank you. This church, like all Unitarian Universalist churches, is not bound by a common creed. Instead, we are bound together by our covenant, the promises we've made to each other about how we are with each other in this church and with the wider community. Please join me as once again we say these words together. Love, the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant. To dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in freedom, and help one another. From our message for all ages, you know that there is very little evidence for the worship of a goddess called Ostara. There is that reference by Blessed Bede to an Anglo-Saxon goddess, and then the fact that folklorist and linguist Jacob Grimm in the 1830s wanted to connect a German version of her with the ancient practice of coloring eggs and giving them to children in the spring. Modern devotion to Ostara can be traced to Aidan Kelly, who in the early 1970s renamed the equinoxes and solstice with ancient names. Winter solstice became Yule. Summer solstice became Litha, fall equinox was Mabon, and spring equinox became Ostara. We don't have time to go into this today, but Wicca and other modern witchcraft traditions are a fairly new development. Gerald Gardner, who claimed to be a hereditary witch, seems to have cobbled together Irish and Anglo-Saxon folk customs with a touch of Aleister Crowley, Golden Dawn occultism, ceremonial magic rituals, and with a great deal of Margaret Murray's ideas to form Wicca. In fact, Gardner's book, Witchcraft Today, published in 1954, has a foreword by Murray. So if we don't have evidence that Ostara worship existed, why honor Ostara? Or if indeed modern witchcraft seems to be a syncretic religion with a start date of the late 1940s, why do we choose to practice this faith, or more correctly, one of the many versions of this faith. I can only speak for myself, but to me, neo-paganism, with its focus on the natural world and living in balance, seems to be the antidote to a regimented world that disregards humans, animals, and Mother Earth itself. Neo-paganism is antithetical to extractive capitalism, factory farms, and large detention centers where your neighbors are disappeared. Neo-paganism, with its emphasis on self-empowerment and the empowerment of marginalized people, also gives us the power of doing something to change what we cannot accept. Neo-pagans are activists and organizers and love a good demonstration or civil disobedience activity. Many of us also use magic to help things along. And what is magic but a way to focus your desire in a concrete and concentrated manner? Today I want to lead us in a short ritual for justice and peace. I need some earth spirit folks to pass out these smooth black stones. They're in the little baskets there. They're black stones. Could you pass them out to everybody? Everyone gets at least one. Well, you can have two if you want. Can I have one for Elena?
I actually brought my own this morning. Oh, sure.
An extra black stone never causes any problems, right? So magically, black has the power to absorb and dissipate negative emotions. And I think we could all use a bit of dissipation of negative emotions in this time and place, right? Everybody got one? All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
The words to this short ritual were adapted from Dana O'Driscoll. Hold the stone in your dominant hand. For me, that's my right hand. I'm going to read some words, and your response is, so must it be. And I am going to raise my hand when I want you to say, so must it be. There is justice and peace in the East, so must it be. There is justice and peace in the South, so must it be. There is justice and peace in the West, so must it be. There is justice and peace in the North, so must it be. Grant, O Spirit, thy protection, and in protection reason, and in reason light, and in light truth, and in truth justice, and in justice love, and in love the love of spirit, and in the love of spirit the love of all existence. So must it be. Thank you. Keep your stone. You can put it in your pocket, use it for a worry stone. If you have an altar or a sacred place at home, you can keep it there. I always like to keep one or two black stones in my pocket or in my purse most of the time because they do make great ways to get rid of that negative energy. As is our custom, we will now extinguish our chalice at the ending of our worship time. Please say these words together with me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Thank you. Because we summoned the powers to be with us, we're thanking them for being with us today now. We thank Spirit for celebrating with us today. We know you are always with us, helping us to uphold justice and peace. Powers of the North, powers of Earth, thank you for celebrating with us today and helping us to uphold justice and peace. Powers of the West, powers of water, thank you for celebrating with us today and helping us to uphold justice and peace. Powers of the South, powers of fire, thank you for celebrating with us today and helping us uphold justice and peace. Powers of the East, powers of air, Thank you for celebrating with us today and helping us to uphold justice and peace. Thank you for all of you who help with the service today, my fellow Earth Spirit members, the folks in the booth, the ushers, the greeters, the people watching the door, the people who brought food and are serving the food and cleaning up after, and thanks to Elena for the gift of music. And a special thanks to all of you who help with this celebration of spring. Our benediction is by Amy Zucker Morgenstern. Blessed is the dark in which our dreams stir and are revealed. Blessed is the dark of earth where seeds come to life. Blessed are the depths of the ocean where no light shimmers, the womb of all earthly life. Blessed is the life into which we awake, the light that sparkles on the waters and calls the tree forth from the seed and calls a shadow forth from the tree. Blessed are we as we move through darkness and through the light. Go in peace and walk in justice.